Greetings, y'all. So this is going to be a reading personal spread of mine. This is the Walu Child Spiritual Journey spread. So this is going to be designed to help those of you explore your spiritual growth through the lens of your inner child. So if you guys are into loving up on your inner child, and also emphasizing joy, curiosity, and personal discovery. So we're just going to get together and gather some insights and, to help us nurture our spiritual growth and connect to our inner child. So if you guys want to grab a journal or piece of paper so you guys can journal your thoughts and feelings with each of the cards or the messages, any revelations that come to you, and maybe any commitments that you would like to make to your inner child or part of your healing. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap in. Let's get started. I might make this reading available on my website. I will let you guys know if you're interested in booking your own reading. But let's go ahead and get started. So, if you guys want to just meditate, sit with yourselves, reflect on any spiritual aspirations or anything that you wish to tap into or uncover through this reading, or your inner child might need to know. So, that is really the intent of this whole reading. Okay. All right, so let's tap in. And just for the sake of spooky season, I'm going to use the Trick or Treat Tarot also to tap into our little inner child. They have some really cute costumes in here, so let's get it. All right, y'all. So let's tap into your inner child and where you are right now. Spiritually speaking, where are you with your spiritual journey? What feelings do you have? Let's see. What's going on with your spiritual journey? Aw. Page of Cups, that little inner child self. There she is, or there he is. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, she wants you to stop worrying. Like, stop being in fear about your stability. Something about your living situation, your home. You're worried about it, or you're worried about something with family or home for sure. And it's connected to finances or the lack thereof, or some type of lack of stability. um you're worried about the well-being of others too. I don't feel like this is just all about you. I feel like this is you worried about other people as well. Okay, so he or she wants you um not to worry so much, and I know that's easier said than done, but where you're at on your spiritual journey right now is you do need to lighten up. And it's funny, some of you guys might want to look into the spiritual meaning of the jellyfish, but this little girl is dressed up like a jellyfish. So some of you guys are very emotional. You're very sensitive to energies right now, or you've always been that emotional person. You pick up on things, you can communicate your feelings, or you can communicate to others clearly about your emotions, or you're able to help others discern and tap into their emotions in some sort of way. And I also get that octopus, the legs, it could something significant with or not octopus, the jellyfish, that you might have too many worries or too many things attached to you that don't belong to you, and it might feel like, this is attached to me, I got to take this on. Okay. mm, the Three of Wands, like a man dressed up like a zombie or something. The Three of Wands. He has like these daggers or like nunchucks or something. I don't know what these are, but you may not be able to see everything, like, because I feel like your inner child, their message to you or their wisdom to you is, though you may not be able to see everything that you may think that you need to see or to know right now, and it can be quite challenging in that way, to kind of like be playful with your journey, the anticipation and the unknown of it, like expecting something exciting. Like, can you expect or have like a mindset like that something is coming? Like, it's not a fallacy, or even if I can't see what that is, um Yeah, even if you can't see what that is, try to make light of the unknown, the adventure. Okay. Whoa. Why is my cards always got to fly? All right, you have the King of Wands dressed up as a vampire. Some of you guys might or may not have fond memories. So some of you, your fathers might have been like very playful, funny, jokesters, and you have fond memories of this. They play a very key, significant role in your spiritual journey, whether that's positive or in a way that is challenging to you, that it doesn't really feel good. Um, yeah, because I'm feeling like for some of you, it could be both things, or one or two things. For some of you, one of you with like a group of you, you have a fond memory of your father. They're funny, but maybe this person did something that did traumatize you, where you felt like they didn't care or they took something from you. And for others of you, it could be that you look at your father as an energy vampire, that they take or they've taken something from you more than they've given to you. Let's clarify this King of Wands. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel like they're funny. This person is dressed up like Elvis. So like you feel like they're a little bit of a trickster, funny, like um some of you may feel like they cheated you out of something that you were deserving of. Controversy around Elvis. Child, he keep it 100. He was stealing from folks. He was taking music. He was taking stuff from people. And maybe you feel like your father, in a sense, like I'm using this metaphorically, maybe you feel like they took something from you, or that they stole very important memories of your childhood, or something just didn't, it wasn't a happy time or something, or they kind of brought you down from a high. Like maybe this was a father that came around every once a blue moon, or only talked to you on special occasions, or um so there's something around stability and security and trust in that sense that maybe has been broken, and spirit is wanting you to return back to that center and forgive your father. Even if you love them, there might be some things about them that you're not too fond of, or you really just don't like them. To forgive them for yourself, to find that center, that inner peace back within you. Okay. Okay, let's see. So Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. You have like a healthy inner child, in a sense that you know how to incorporate playfulness into your life somehow, or like things like you enjoyed as a child, or something you've kept dear to you, or like a side of your inner child that you still activate and still move in. Some of you, it's because you have a child or children, and they kind of help bring you back into that place, especially Halloween, and like maybe whatever holidays, or if you don't celebrate holidays, but let's say, if you're someone that does celebrate holidays, it's very easy maybe for you to tap into your inner child when you have children, or maybe if you don't have children, holidays does something to you, like you love to decorate, or other people's kids, like you're really good with kids, or you love children, you know how to play, joke with them, be interactive, those sort of things. So like you know how to, with the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it's like you know how to have that balance. And I know some people are like, oh, that's not what the Two of Swords means. That's not what the two. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so yeah, so this, I feel like, because I'm gonna ask towards the end of the reading, um, I'm gonna ask a specific question, but in this instance, your inner child, when it comes to how to incorporate a little bit more playfulness and a little bit more joy into your spiritual routine, is like adding something from your inner child. Like if you like Halloween and you're working through some inner child wounds, maybe write down like what's like, if you're a journal type of person, you like to journal stuff, Write down, what is the boogeyman in my life? What is something that I really fear about my spiritual journey, or something like that, that I need to confront or face or release or embrace. Um, and that will help you. I always tell people, like, when it comes to healing, like, we take our healing journey seriously, like to the point, or too serious. Not to say that our spiritual journey and our healing is not serious. It is, obviously, right? But sometimes we make it this big ass chore to where we almost don't want to deal with it. So we can find a way that kind of centers us and makes, bring us back into a light space where it's not so heavy on us. What does that look like for you? And I feel that um it could be things that you judge yourself for, or you think too much into, like, oh, I shouldn't do, that's stupid, that's dumb. Like, it literally could be something so simple as you walking around the house with a Halloween mask, walking around with a tutu or some fairy wings or something. Like, that could be healing for you. That could center you and bring you back into a space of clarity. So, like, for me, I'll use this as an example. Like, sometimes I'll just be guided to revisit things because I think it's just for fun or something like that. Or, oh, I just feel guided to watch this movie I used to love when I was a kid, and I'll just put it on and think that that's all it was. But there was a message in it that I needed at the time. So it's things like that, you know? It might not be as deep as you think, and it could bring you to a deep place, but what led you there, it just might be something very lighthearted that you didn't think too much into. Okay. The Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, Tinkerbell. Some of you guys like Peter Pan, and then you have, it looks like Reptar from the Rugrats. So these could be like childhood things that you enjoy. And in the back with the Seven of Cups, it says pick your poison. Four of Cups. You guys are afraid to make certain decisions in the heart because you feel like you're going to be tricked again. I'm hearing that you're going to be disappointed if you listen to yourself, if you listen to your intuition, something emotional based. That if I do this thing, I'm going to end up looking stupid. I'm going to play myself. I'm going to potentially scar it all over again. There's this fear that if whatever you choose, you feel like it's going to be a poisonous action. And that's not true. Not true. But I will say this, okay? Sometimes you're a little bit don't take offense. If it's you, it's you. Don't be mad. It's okay. This isn't me coming at you. We just point in the mirror. It's okay. But sometimes for some of you, I feel like you put on this facade that you're not as affected as you are, or you push yourself very hard to prove that everything is okay, when in fact it's really not okay. It's not. Um, or that you're scared. It's okay to admit that you're scared. It's okay to admit that you don't know what you're doing, or that you're afraid to fail. Like, if you can't be real and raw with anybody, be real and raw with yourself, right? That's the biggest thing that you owe to yourself. You owe no one nothing really. You owe it to yourself to be real and raw, because you're the only person that has to live your life and wake up in that body, in that skin, in that heart, in that mind, in that, you know what I mean? Like, so I feel for some of you, it's what needs to be released maybe is a little bit of pridefulness, a little bit of this need to falsely protect yourself, or overtly protect yourself. It's something that needs to be balanced out. Tinkerbell had a little bit of a temper. She had a little bit of ego, okay? She had a little bit of, little sassiness, okay? She showed emotion, and that's normal because we're human. We're human. We are not going to always be happy all the time, and that is deception. That's not true. Okay? It's not. It's not realistic to just be always in this, oh, I'm just so happy all the time and I got it together and I'm so strong. Like it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Because when the party's over, when everybody leaves, or when you sit with yourself, are you okay? And it's okay to say no, I'm not okay. I don't feel right. I don't feel like myself, or I'm unhappy, or I'm frustrated, or I'm scared. Like, be real with yourself, okay? That's what's blocking you, um, you know, those limitations, keeping you stuck, okay? Keeping you stuck. All right, so the Ten of Swords. Remind yourself of the times. This little boy is funny looking. He's got like a top hat on and a scully face. And he's jabbing his sword in this. It looks like a voodoo doll. So those word curses that may have been spoken over you, or those lies, like, remind yourself of the times that you overcame everything that maybe someone told you that you could never do or be or have, or you even might have doubted yourself, but um you were able to six to six I'm about to try to say too many words at once. Excel and succeed. I try to say two things. That made you believe that you could not excel or that you couldn't achieve something, but you did it. Remind yourself of those times. I don't care if it's one time that you can recall, you know, but I doubt that. I know you got some times where you thought that you couldn't do something, or someone thought or told you or said, and you were the opposite, or you were able to do exceedingly and abundantly beyond that. To remind yourself of those times, to draw that strength up for yourself, or guidance that someone gave you that motivated you, encouraged you, or maybe even hurt you, as a soundboard to bank on yourself and believe in yourself. Like, can you do that? Can you do that? Um, yeah, because this is like that voodoo doll can represent like word curses, or just negative things sometimes, like words that stick, words that hurt, even if we do it to ourselves. Like, sometimes we can be real bad on ourselves, child, like really, really, really bad. Like, worse than anybody could ever be on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so those supportive energies, tap into that, tap into those words, those thoughts that will encourage you and inspire you. And if it's something that is triggering, that's going to make you upset, just be careful. Don't tap into what makes you upset, or don't allow things to make you upset. Okay. So I'm going to ask the question when it comes to your journey. Um, what actionable steps can you take to continue your spiritual explorations? Like, what practices or changes can help you move forward at this time? Okay. And then at the end, I'm going to pull an archetypal or card for you that will be like your affirmation. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. What practices or changes can help this collective move forward on this spiritual journey right now? Okay, you have Sylphus. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Sylphs. It says peace, agent of change, impact, and importance. This might be a plant or something here. So something that is going to provide a sense of peace and change. Let's see. I want to read what this card means real quick because I read. Let me see. It might give us a little more detail into what is being said. All right, so let's see. Number 14. Okay, so Oh, so it's not a plant. It's a actual being. You know those plant statues that look like women's bodies, and that's what that is. I couldn't make that out. Like, what is that? But it says, while often mistaken for traditional fairies, whatever this word is, Sylphs, says are an older, wiser counterpart of the fairy family, much larger in size than the fae. They also take on a similar appearance to humans and have large wings. Remember, I was saying, like, maybe that's what you need to do. If you're going to do anything for Halloween, maybe this is your confirmation. Dress up like a fairy child, get you some wings, because I was joking, but kind of not joking because it came out, it just came through. So, but no, this is talking about some fairy energy again. So, hey, maybe. Anyway, it says rare to encounter than the gnomes or other magical elements. They are said to hold incredible spiritual intelligence that allows them to shift energy at will. They also have the ability to shape weather patterns on Earth. They move freely throughout the earth, enjoying the space of wide and open areas in nature. When the air quickens with electric frequency, they gather an invincible council. Can you feel their presence? As governors to the element of air, they foresee the state of purity we take for granted. When toxicity begins to form, polluting the atmosphere, they appear to sound the alarm for action to those attuned to the sight. There are millions of creatures inhabiting the world, and as beings of conscious and self-awareness, it is our duty to fight for the lives of other beings sharing our space. I don't know if y'all ever watched that movie Fern Gully, but that was one of my movies me and my cousin used to watch too during the summer. We used to love movies, child. Like movies, Barbies, playing outside, like we loved it, okay? But yeah, there's something with maybe you are an environmentalist as well. Maybe you feel good making sure that the environment is well taken care of. Maybe you're someone that um, can take some sort of steps and practices to change things such as that, or do your due diligence, maybe reminding people to be, you know, loving towards nature. And we are nature as well. So being kinder to each other. And I know it sounds like little kid stuff, but hey, this is a spiritual journey message from our inner child's perspective, which is a pure perspective. And it says, they have come to speak to you and offer the magic of purity and wisdom for you to claim and use. You have been chosen to stand with magical beings in flight and offer your own magic to create change in the environment you reside within, both magically and automatically. Air is precious and our energy impacts it in ways we cannot yet fully imagine. Do you know how to purify the atmosphere of your home or lands? Now is the time to pay attention, be mindful of energetic waste and debris, and ask yourself if you are contributing to the toxicity and working to eradicate it, or working to eradicate it. Be mindful of your eco footprint and take steps to lessen the impact of daily pollution. Do not wait until the air becomes too thick or dangerous to breathe. Follow the calling now and see to it you become part of the felt when we quiet down and really listen to the silence. The dead do not nearly leave, for they are intertwined with nature and they make up of our cosmic world. You are being asked to remember the true essence of your being and to reach into the void and pull from the assistance you seek. A message, a reminder of assurance that all is well and is as it should be. Everything is perfect by natural laws. The spirit world holds paths and doors that can shift and unblock our roads in the physical world, but the doors can only be opened if we seek the assistance of the benevolent beings waiting to give service. So it says support is coming from the other side with a reminder that not everything is permanent. Make the most of the moments that occur and be consciously present. You have aid in waiting if you just open the way to receive the help. Let go of the control of time, and as things will occur in their natural order, you are supported by your spirits, but remember to bring them their offerings. This card is a call to return to honoring the sacredness of the departed. When coupled with ancestral magic, you are gently guided to listen deeply to the voice of the loved one who is whispering these messages for you. If only you would stop and listen. So your ancestors could be wanting to come to you as well. If you believe and work with ancestors, then that's for you specifically. But this is the actions and the practices that you need to change moving forward or just at this time. Okay. So, yeah, if you need to tap into your divine team and your spiritual guides and your ancestors, that may be the action that you're called to do, and ask them, what can I do to change the world around me? And they're going to tell you, most likely it starts with yourself, and they're going to lead you to what that change may be to start within yourself. But they're going to help you. They're going to give you guidance, and it's not always going to be in a audible way, or it's going to come through in the way that it's supposed to. And sometimes it will come through your own ideas, your own unctions to do things. Okay. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Now let's pull. I'm gonna have you guys choose three major arcana cards from this other Halloween deck that I have for y'all. And that will be the card of affirmation for you, whichever major arcana. So I'm gonna give you like keywords and a phrase, and then you can create. I guess that will be your homework for the week or for the day. Um, what affirmation, can you create off of this major arcana card? So I hope I'm making sense. So I'm gonna shuffle three, and I'll have you guys choose your three. Okay, so let's get the first major, second major. Okay, so they gave me all of them. It's fine. Okay, so you have the Emperor, the Moon, and the High Priestess. Okay, so sit with it real quick, and then I'm gonna tap in and give you guys some keywords, some heads up, and you can, if you have your own familiarity with the tarot, then maybe you'll come up with your own, conclusions and your own affirmation. But yeah, so the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy. We know that rules the first house, the I am. So affirmations maybe that start with I am, because that's the slogan of the Aries. It's the I am. So, um, also too, this could be like an energy of self-governance, planning, fatherhood. Um, could be something about breathing life or revitalizing yourself or your life, or finding realignment or repurposing when it comes to yourself, or something with your truth, your identity. Okay. Um, a reminder of who you are in case you've been sleeping on yourself. This is a vampire that's being depicted. There's something with vampires too. Maybe you guys are fond of like vampire movies or something with vampires. Um, something with that. Something with that. And you know how the vampires, they sleep in their coffins at night. So something about sleeping. Okay. So figure out what stands out to you. And then with the moon, moon is ruled by Pisces in the tarot. So Pisces, I cannot remember what Pisces um their slogan is. I think it's I believe. Um I believe. So affirmations that say I believe, and it could be something centered around intuition and truth and knowingness. So an affirmation of I believe. Lastly, with the high priestess also can be connected to Pisces energy. Um, yeah. So same thing, I believe. And this is about convictions, things that you know to be true. You know these things to be true. Trust yourself. Even if people doubt you, maybe you're someone that feels doubted, you feel misunderstood. Speak life into that part of yourself. Okay? So, I am, I believe. Could be your starting statement of your affirmation. Okay? So, I hope this resonates with you. I hope I've given you some insight, or like to come, give you what you need as a soundboard. So, sending much love to you guys. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. And until the next reading, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe out there in these streets. And I'll catch up with you guys in divine time.